Hello. In this session, let us implement repository for SQL Server database. In our solution, we have this infrastructure folder. In this infrastructure folder, we already have this repository project, but we are not going to use this in this session. Actually, for more clarity, we will be creating one new repository project named Orion.SQL repository, so that it will be clear that this particular project is implementing repository for SQL Server database. Because in future we will also have repository project for Cosmos DB. In fact, we will be using Cosmos DB throughout this course. But in case if you want to use SQL Server, I am adding this repository also. So let us remove this project from here. But removing from here will not physically remove it from the folder. You need to remove it from folder manually. You can right click on solution folder, open folder in file explorer, go to source, infrastructure, and remove this Orion.repository. Now let us insert new repository project. Right click on infrastructure, add new project, class library project, name it Orion.SQL repository, and setting this save location is very important step. Don't forget to set the location to source infrastructure. Select folder. Make sure that your target framework is Net 5.0. Remove this class. Now for story subdomain repository classes, we can create one folder, story repositories. Inside that, create one class, story repository. Make it public and implement iStory repository. You need to add reference of our application project. Implement it. Now in this repository, to connect to SQL Server, we will be using Entity Framework. So let us install the package. Go to Package Manager console. Select repository project over here. Install package Microsoft.Entity Framework Core.SQL Server. Now we can add StoryDB context class. Make it public and derive it from DB context class of Entity Framework. So this class will be responsible to connect with database. Over here we have to mention to which database we need to get connected. For that you can overwrite on configuring method. So to connect with database, the very first thing we need is connection string. I am using simply local DB, so connection string looks something like this, but you can use SQL Server Professional Edition or Express Edition, whatever you want. Call use SQL Server extension method and pass connection string to it. It will tell entity framework to get connected with this database. Then for now, we want single table in this database, that is story table. To represent it, we need to insert one db set property. Now let us implement methods of story repository. We will need db context. Get async will fetch data from database and will return that list. Get by id will look for particular record by id. Add async will insert new record in database. Update async will update existing record. And remove async will remove existing record. So our repository class is making use of DB context class to tackle with database. There is always debate that if you are using entity framework, then there is no need to use repository layer. But still in clean architecture, we don't want to tightly couple our application layer with entity framework. That's why we are using this repository layer. In next session, when we will implement Cosmos DB repository, you will see clear advantage of using this pattern, because without writing any single code in our application layer, we will able to switch our repository from SQL Server to Cosmos DB. Now with all this in place, we need to define dependency injection. For that purpose, we will add dependency injection class and we will implement extension method for service collection. And in that extension method, we will resolve all the dependencies of this particular layer. Here we need to add two dependencies. So we can simply resolve this dependency like this. And the second dependency is for iStory repository interface, always inject object of story repository class. Now we need to call this add repository method from our startup class of API layer. Also note that we have used add scoped lifetime. Now let us call this add repository from our startup class. We need to add reference of repository project. So go to dependencies, add project reference and select orion.sql repository. Now we can fix this. With all this in place, we implemented our SQL Server repository. But one last thing we need to do is we need to add migration and run migration to create our database and tables. To do that, we have to use few commands. But to execute that commands, we need to install one package, Microsoft.entityframework core.design in our API project. So go to project manager console, select orion.api and install package Microsoft.entityframework core.design. We need to install one more package in our repository project, Microsoft.entityframework core.tools. Once this package is installed, you can run add migration and update database commands. So write command add migration first create. Once this command is executed successfully, you can see that migrations folder is created in your repository project. It has this first create CS file which has up and down methods. So in up method, we are creating story table which has two properties ID and text, and it has primary key ID. So to run this script, we need to use command update database. So go to your package manager and type command update database. So it will actually create your database and tables. Now you can connect to your database using Server Explorer and check if database is created and tables are created. One table to record migration history is created by Entity Framework, and this is actual data table having two properties ID and text. So with this, our SQL Server repository setup is done. In next session, we will work on API layer, on controllers and action methods, and then we will able to execute and debug the entire flow. If you find this content useful, please like and subscribe. If you wish to receive notifications whenever a new episode is published, then do not forget to hit bell icon and click on all menu in that pop-up. Thank you.